Good morning. We are back for another day of Oxygen Not Included. We are starting at cycle 347 on our max difficulty Frosty Moonlet cluster. Hello, Leofar. Congratulations on getting first. Okay, when we left off yesterday, I believe we were getting the rocket ready to make some databanks. So we will continue working on that. Oh, we're on the secondary planet here. What's going on the secondary planet? I can't remember why we were looking here. We're almost out of sulfur. Well, we're completely out of sulfur, but I think our Sweetles will survive until this comes online in 10.2 cycles, because we have some that haven't hatched yet. On this planet, we are, looking for more igneous rock and getting the spaceship ready. We made a little carbon dioxide rocket. And in the rocket, we're going to make some databanks. Let's see what we have. Okay, we want to keep track of plastic, databanks. What else did we put in here? Rad pills. One. There we go. And I think we're pretty much ready to go. Where are the rad pills? They're on the floor. Okay. The crew for our rocket is, I believe it's Max. Yes. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Oh, we have to set a destination. We're just going to go to orbit. We're putting some food in. How much food do we have in here? 24 kilos. That's maybe 10 days. We should be able to make some databanks in that time. So Max will get on board. He's starry-eyed, so we're not super worried about his morale. This star map locator sensor is really nice because it automatically grounds and ungrounds stuff. We got the space race achievement. So he's going to make us some databanks and hang in the rocket. We're just going to leave him in the suit so we don't have to worry about carbon dioxide and stuff. We will have to watch his radiation, which reminds me we should give him rad pills. Put the rad pills on the ship. You need to actually eat them, though. Okay, good job. Now, what are we doing here? We started growing some bristle blossoms so that we could make more seeds, and the plan is to switch the floxes over to eating bristle blossom when it gets too warm for other stuff here. And then we're going to feed floxes to rexes, and the rexes are going to give us feather fiber for atmo suits. Because we don't really want to make ethanol. The ethanol distillery has a number of problems. A, the ethanol comes out really hot. B, the ethanol the distillery makes a ton of carbon dioxide, which I just don't want to deal with. There's igneous rock there. So this planet is kind of drippy all over the place, but we're doing okay. Are we keeping up with floxes in the ranches? You have 7, you have 8, but we have floxes that can be moved. Okay, that looks good. Sub-Zerolin is our secondary planet. I guess we'll just unentomb this so it stops complaining. We're waiting for that to come online. Here, we're ranching Sweetles with sulfur, and then we're ranching Rexes with Sweetles. That'll give us our renewable food. We'd like to get a Doctor Decorator here to make rad pills as needed, and to make, to analyze the artifact and do things like make a painting in here to help keep it a lab, or a Great Hall. Not a lab. Oh, we were also thinking about setting up oil when we left off, but then I realized that oil makes natural gas, so we need to enclose them. Okay, so igneous rock. We'd probably like 3 wide here, I think. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What do we have in the pod? Sweetle eggs would be good. Peat would also be good. I think we'll take the Sweetle eggs just in case we make them extinct. Okay, so you're gonna need some sort of way to get up here. Okay, one can go here. Oh, not like that. Not like that either. I guess just dig all that. So we're gonna take out the ladders here. These out. That one out. Okay. So eventually we're gonna run out of like the sort of ambient oil that's just sitting around. Good morning, Leo. Glad to see you. Okay. Have fun. Okay, we have some steel here so we can make the pumps. And we finished Super Sustainable yesterday so we can use the natural gas, which will also be real nice. Let's also dig out another chunk of copper here. I guess we'll just dig 4 from there. I want to make sure we have enough to build with. That's lower priority though. We might have to reroute the water line. I can't believe I forgot the part where they make natural gas. You guys work on that. Hi, Bach. How you doing? Oil wells. Okay. Not this planet. This planet. Okay. So they make oil. The oil comes out, but then a duplicate has to come over and release the back pressure, and then natural gas goes in the air. I know. How could I forget? Brain just not working. I guess we'll just dig all that too. Gonna need some. Good morning, Grande Mocha. Everything is going well today. My daughter had drama at drop-off on Monday and Tuesday this week, but today we had a good drop-off, so that was really a relief. Yeah, she's just like... She says she loves me so much she wants to spend the whole day with me. And I'm like, that's very sweet, but I want you to go to school and learn stuff, and parents don't stay at school all day. What you doing? Oh, we were gonna check the rocket. You are getting radiated. Okay, so you're gonna need 2 downtimes. Let's make a new schedule for Max. You're currently on this one. Or you need 2 bathroom times. Get rid of that one. This one? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. Or how about we give it to him in the middle of his workday? So this is 1, 2, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So like 8 tiles in. We'll give him a bathroom break for Max. 2 bathroom breaks will help them get rid of more rads. Well, no, I don't like that. I do want it evenly spaced. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. How do the rads go down? When they pee, the rads leave their bodies. From peeing. Okay. What else are we working on? Nothing really here. We are using natural gas. I guess I would like to make a infinite storage spot for it. Let's work on that. Oh, what liquid? We're gonna have to send a little bit of oil through. Sub-Zerolin needs to send oil. Hopefully no one's stuck. And where's our out teleporter? Here. Plumbing. Bottle drainer. We'll use insulated pipe. And then on this side, we need the teleporter receiver. And we'll put a bottle filler here. Use insulated again. We'll get some oil over here for this. Pedestals, please. A pump. Okay. What's entombed here still? Still the telescope? Oh, because you can't actually reach that. Right. Makes sense. This comes online in 7 cycles, and this... You still have plenty of plastic. Still very green, which is concerning. If he starts puking, we're gonna have to bring him home. Okay. We're making sand as needed. We're almost got this built. Okay, disable the auto drop. We just want it to leave. Leave the bottles in the machine. Let's plug that in. Well, let's make the plug, but don't actually plug it in. Floxes are still doing good. You have 3 flox. You have 8, 8, 8 of them. We're storing carbon dioxide here for rocket fuel. And we have incoming meteors, blizzard and icy nectar. We're working on these. Let's sweep everything out of them for tidiness. But we need liquid pumps. That should be fine, I think. Well, we're gonna have to move some of these pipes. This one should be fine. We're just gonna tidy it up, though. We might have to take some water out. Okay, automation, hydrosensor at this level. Stuff is entombed probably is why they're beeping. Why are you beeping at me? Okay, if it's above 500 there, we pump. If it's not above 500, we get more oil. Oh, ribbon. Stuff's entombed over here. What is it? The rocket or the telescope. I'm not super worried about it. I'm also not worried about this. We're going to switch it over to bristleberry eventually. And we're making bristleberry seeds. We have one right now. Stop with the beeping, please. And we need one more. Okay, we're going to put some oil in these. Enable auto bottle. Gonna be above 500. Sends a green signal. And we're also gonna need gas pumps. No, not that one. I'm trying to watch it so I don't accidentally overfill. Oh dear, we're already breaking these. We should not have plugged these in quite yet. From here, don't let any more out. We might just have to repair some stuff. Oh, we need Atmos sensors. Okay. And we need oil here. New printables. What do we have? Iron would be great. Doctoring, supplying. Okay, now we want decorating and doctoring on the same person. We'll take iron here. How are you doing? How radiation sick are you? It's below 100. If he starts puking in his suit, he's gonna get cranky. Okay, this is built and not auto-dropping, so here we can send a little oil through. And then on these pedestals, I would like to put oil. Crude oil. We can't select it because we don't have any here yet. We'll get it. Now, liquid pump. Made out of steel. That's where we're gonna get our oil in. So... I have to figure that out. Okay, so if this is going to start out above 0, we pump so we can get the oxygen out. Which we can just put in a canister filler. Regular gas pipe should be fine. This bit, we can change it to insulated later when we have natural gas. Still need to get liquid in. Liquid locks. No one has come up here to get this out yet? Oh, because we had another one since we dug it out. Dig this stuff out so it stops complaining, please. Do we have oil in here yet? No. We have some table salt, but I put it on a very low priority to take it to the tables. I'm really more interested in crushing it for the sand. Oh, this is not a massage clinic anymore, is it? Oh, it still is, even with a dead plant. Guess we'll just leave it. We could cook some better stuff here. I think we have some ingredients for things that go in the gas range. We also really need to do something about our wiring here. Now, ventilation. Gas bridge can go up here. Take me. Sub-Zerolin. Oh, let's check radiation here. How are you? Minor radiation sickness. You're only at 34. That's not terrible. And you have 84,000 calories of food. That's pretty good. Okay, did any... Oh, we probably need to set the thing to 9. Pretty. 9, enable auto bottle. Okay, they just have too much work to do then. This is 200, disable auto drop. No, we do want auto drop on these. We need to fill the liquid locks. We need to sweep the stuff. Okay, and these just keep breaking because it's too cold. Power. Well, let's go like here. And then we're gonna need transformers for that. We could also put lights, would probably be a good idea with motion sensors. I like this one. Oh, and we need to connect these. Okay, and then her again. Looking lovely. Oh, food is extremely low here. That will not do. What do we... Oh, food is not that great here either. What temperature does mealwood grow at? 10 to 30, and we have somewhere that's in the 10 to 30 range. This is 11, 12. We could grow some mealwoods here or here. Mealwood friendly. This is not mealwood friendly yet. I'm gonna put some storage bins and some sweepers to feed mealwood the dirt automatically. Although the dirt might be kind of cold. But for the moment, we're going to need some food in a hustle. This guy is how old? 163? I think he already laid an egg. So please cook tough meat. Okay, we're gonna have to send a little food. Send a little berry sludge, I guess. Or not berry sludge, probably. We hired a lot more dupes and didn't really do anything about it. We did not increase our food supply. And actually our stuff over here went extinct, so I did not plan appropriately. Cultivatable soil, we need dirt there. And then these are going to be mealwoods. Get those growing fast. How much dirt do we have here? 600 tons, that's plenty. Dirt here. Oh. Get those planted, please. Do we have someone prioritizing farming on this planet? Sub-Zerolin. Ashcan does ranching first, then farming. Okay, so I hope he has time. None of this wiring is hooked up yet. Okay, we're planting mealwoods. Excellent. Just needs fertilized. And when do you come online? 3.4 cycles. If it warms up in here, we could plant, what's it called? Grub fruit. Okay, you can also, grub can move over here and fertilize those plants. So how much food do we have left here? I turned this off, yes. I have some. And how much food do we have left here? You're okay. How's your stress? 44%. You are getting the starry-eyed bonus, yes. Okay. I would like to dig this out. No, not that. Okay, we got this built. We can see. Okay, mushroom wrap, no. Surf and turf, we could make. Pepper bread, no. Quiche, no. Curried beans. Frost burger, we don't have lettuce. Mixed berry pie. Not yet. We'll make surf and turf when applicable. Just take the mallow seeds. This, okay, what if we changed this to a statue? We do have a masterwork artist here. Hey, Scardota. Good to see you. And we're getting popped eardrums again. I don't like it. Try putting a deodorizer right there. Okay. Furniture, we're gonna put a metal statue. Made out of iron right here. That'll keep this a massage clinic, which makes the massage table work better. These are upset about body temperature. Of course you are. Because the dirt is cold. No, the dirt is warm enough. What temperature is your dirt? 7 degrees. Maybe it'll warm up eventually. We're working on setting these up, and everything is breaking. I hate it. We are just going to flip these temporarily and let the water out because it's a problem. Plumbing. Vent. Here. Build at a 9. That should empty that pipe because I also clipped it at this end. And then we should stop wasting materials repairing it. Oh, there's a little more peat here. We stopped growing the sweat corn because we ran out of peat. Okay, so this should just empty the pipe now. And it'll just go back into our pit of miscellaneous water. Oh, let's put a ladder here. 1, 2, 3, 5. They can get across. Okay, yeah, they can reach everything now. Fix the pipes as necessary. Take out that. Okay, we are not putting any crude oil in there. We can reach crude oil though, so there's no reason you shouldn't be. Now you're doing the work. Hello, good to see you. We're making messes over here. Okay, did we get the pipe empty? Yes, okay, so we don't want to plug it in until we're ready to go so that the stuff doesn't freeze in the pipe. I think we can reach this. Just dig there just in case. We have a little bit of crude oil in each of these now. Good. We need a little more in here. Don't need to sweep that. We're gonna go crush the fossil into lime so we can make more steel. We're trying to get some mealwood planted so they have renewable food here. We're probably gonna need more though. Let's see. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm spacing these so that the auto sweepers can do the fertilizing. Soon we'll have meat from the Sweetles. Oh, let's check on our astronaut. Okay, you're not green. That's lovely. He got rid of his radiation sickness. So 2 bathrooms really helped. 2 bathroom time slots really helped with that. And did we get oil here? Crude oil, please. Yes. Select 9. And then it really bothers me that you can't just copy the setting and get the crude oil on the second one. Okay, so now remove, empty, right away. Don't take it anywhere else. That astronaut is just, okay, so he's in orbit. The purple band around a planet is the orbit. He's in orbit to make databanks. There's this machine called the Orbital Data Collector, and you put plastic in and you get databanks out. It only operates in space though. So he's just hanging there. We will need to build a different rocket for going to another planet. We need a few different things on the rocket. On this planet, we are working on more mealwood. These are upset. No, they're good. These 2 are upset about body temperature. I'll take it. Okay, looks good now. So now we need to hook up the power so we can vacuum out all the miscellaneous gases. So, ooh, power transformers. Put them over here somewhere. Be there. Sandstone would work for these tiles. And then lead would work for this. What will the databanks be used for? Research. So if you have the spaced out expansion, if you have just the base game, you only need blue and purple research. If you have the spaced out expansion, you also need yellow research, which requires radiation, and orange research, which requires databanks. So we want to be able to do all this higher end research that uses orange. And this pretty much directly correlates. So this one's 0 of 30 complete. You need 30 databanks to complete it. Where am I bringing my cord across? Here? And these are going to be above 0. Yes, we already set. Great. Yeah, so we're working on making databanks. The first thing we're going to research doing the databanks is in the Bionic Booster Pack, they added this machine, the data miner, and that you can use to make databanks on the planet versus before the bionic booster pack, you can only make them in space. So, but we need 250. So we're working on getting enough to make that so that we can make them on the planet. And then we'll retrofit our rocket for going to space to go to another planet. Now, we also need output line. This is going to take oil back to where we want to use it. Yeah. But we could put it in here if we don't have any. No, let's go up a little bit from there. Okay. In here. I just want to make neat straight lines when possible. Okay, now these can connect when we're ready. We disconnected at the other end. Build that. Now this one, we're making a infinite storage for the natural gas. Ventilation. These could be fine being copper. Actually, we only really need one. Ventilation. Nope, not there. So I want... that goes over. Right now I don't want... I need a canister filler here. Oh, no. Get back one. Oh my gosh, I just keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, so a gas vent normally, let me see if I can find one. A gas vent, it says it overpressures at 200 grams per tile, 2,000 grams per tile. That's 2 kilograms per tile. I want to be able to put infinity, so I'm going to trick it. We put a little bit of oil here, so it says 812 grams per tile, which is less than 2,000. But the way Ani physics works is there can either be a gas or a liquid. So when the gas vent looks at it, it says, oh, there's 0 grams of gas there. So the natural gas can keep coming out. So it's some people think it's an exploit. I think it's efficient. But basically we're going to make it so, okay, this natural gas geyser overpressures at 5 kilos per tile. So it says overpressure and it won't emit any more until the pressure goes down. So we're going to pump it out of this chamber so the pressure goes down. And if it's below 5 kilos per tile in here, the geyser will keep erupting and we'll keep getting more. This vent is tricked so it can put infinity natural gas in these blocks. Basically the gist of it. Yeah, you can be on auto drop right now. And then we're gonna reroute it. Oh, we need to do that. We're gonna reroute the stuff so that it uses from this chamber first and then this chamber second to go to the power plant. Okay. Go for it. I probably played 1,000 hours before I didn't feel like it was cheating. What do we want to take? We could take shine bugs on here. I might want to use shine bugs eventually. I'm thinking about using them here because the bonbon trees require light to grow. They give us wood and nectar. Oh, we're finally getting sulfur. That's exciting. The sulfur is coming out at what temperature? 51, negative 38. Interesting. Okay. So these guys are finally going to be able to eat again. Okay, so we're gonna plug in. Oh, I forgot to put, no, I forgot a piece. We need, or we would like an atmo sensor in here. Well, not need. And the atmo sensor just makes it so we won't waste electricity pumping when there's only tiny bits. Isn't the plastic vent good enough for you? No. The plastic vent overpressurizes at 20 kilograms per tile, and I want to put more than that in there. Okay, so this one, this is a liquid carbon dioxide geyser, but it's warmer than the liquid carbon dioxide temperature in here, so it turns to gas instantly. So we have 51 kilos per tile of carbon dioxide gas in here. I want to do something kind of like that. I like to be able to use everything. We're building our wire here. These guys are getting food now. What temperature is the average here? Okay, it's negative. You're positive 12, but that's an okay temperature. And you're 8, okay. So our Sweetle should be much happier now. Our mealwoods are growing. Someone should come harvest them so we have ongoing food here. Got fishies down there. And eventually we should hook up the wire here. How much more do we have to build? Oh, we didn't build the bridge. Ah. That would help. And how's our astronaut doing? Stress is 43%. You have 226 databanks. Now, R for research. So that should be plenty. We can land you. Okay. And then we got this hooked up. The gas pumps are pumping. So we made some ice there. Get that out. Bonnie earned a skill point. She needs to get exosuits. You guys are doing good now. So eventually these guys over here are going to start dying and we can eat the meat. For that, let's do some shipping. Conveyor rail, or okay, we want a conveyor chute near the food. Bare railed. I hope we have enough metal to build this. Yeah, we seem okay. Conductive wire. Yes, that is the idea. I'm just gonna put this on the watt since it's right here. So the idea is that we're gonna pump out all the other gases, so there's only natural gas in here, and then when they release the back pressure, the natural gas comes out, and then we can pump the natural gas to the power plant, which is right here. Right now we're only using this natural gas. We don't have a geyser or anything on this planet. So how's that gonna look? Bridge on. Replace a little bit. Actually, that'll need to be 2. I think we just about got everything. These all look like vacuums. We'll check on the gas overlay to make sure. Then we'll change this to above 1,000. And turn these all to 0 before I destroy them. Otherwise, the gases just fly everywhere, and I'd rather have them in bottles. So our thing landed. They should have taken the databanks out, and then they can do the research. Okay, we're making the plastic on this planet, so I feel like we should make the databanks on this planet too. We didn't research the data miner yet, though. Thingies above the air pumps. Oh, canister fillers? So while we were pumping out the mixed gases of like, we got mostly oxygen in the canisters, it puts it into these bottles that we can move wherever we want. I just prefer that to... I think it's tidier than just spraying it back out into the air. It's a building here called the canister filler. So we're getting that all set up. And apparently we didn't have enough mealwood seeds, or they just are being lazy. Yeah, it was a temporary thing to make it a vacuum to start with. This is going to be meat. Well, it actually can be any cooking ingredient or edible. We probably want the same thing here. What are those black critters producing? They make sucrose. And then the sucrose, we can cook with it, we can fuel a rocket with it, or we could feed spigot seals with it. Or we could feed grubs with it. These big green guys. So there's a few things we can do with the sucrose. Now, the Sweetles only come in the spaced out expansion pack. So if you're in base game, you won't have them. And I think sucrose as an element is only in spaced out. Okay, you guys are not repairing Atmo suits. This is our biggest priority, friends. We finished data science, so we can make the miner. Yeah, base game is... Yeah, that's very reasonable. Okay, what research do I want to do next? We got the data miner. Possibly petroleum rocket. That's my preferred rocket type. Or we could just go here and we could get all the rocket types on the way. You have food. Do I want to make pickled meal? Don't know. What do we have here? Iron. Take it on this planet because we have more lime here. We need to repair the ammo suits and put them back on the docks so other people can come out. Refill the suits. Worn Atmo suits is at 0 now. That can go back to 9. But now you need to put them on the docks. I don't want any Atmo suits laying around. Now they're all on the docks. We can change that back to 9. They need to charge up a little bit. And then you guys can go again. There we go. We're building over here. We're almost ready to run these. I am concerned about... Oh, I have an idea. I'm concerned about sending water over there, but we can automate this. We're gonna put a liquid shut off. I think lead is fine. And then fluid pipe element sensor. So we only want to do it if we don't detect there's no oil in this square, then we will send water. We need a knot. Thanks, I'm glad you find it interesting. Okay, so it's gonna be kind of a mess. Oh, no, don't plug it in there. I want to bridge over that. And plug that in. And then this also needs power. Maybe like this. I think this line has plenty. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna detect oil. We're gonna say if we don't have oil down here, then we send water to the oil wells. But if we do have oil down here, we don't want water sitting in this pipe and freezing and breaking the pipes. something's entombed. Well, we can probably turn this off now because we got the stuff we needed. Which reminds me, on this planet, we're working on this. Okay, so this is gonna start out above 0. That. The first thing we're gonna do is vacuum it out so it's empty. Or how did we get a flox down here? I think it got dropped somewhere. So this is a vacuum now. Let's just double check. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of this now. And unclip that. I don't think we're gonna be able to reach that one to take it out, which is annoying, but life will go on. Okay, so the natural gas is first going to flow through the bridge to the natural gas generator. If it can't fit through the bridge, it'll blow into this room. Okay, so this pump is, or this pipe is first going to take from the bridge, and if there's nothing coming from the bridge, then the pump will run and take natural gas from this room. So this overpressure is at 5,000 grams or 5 kilos per tile, but this one should be able to go forever. So we're already above 5 kilos per tile here. And then this will help us smooth out the dormancy period. So we'll have some gas saved to use during the dormancy period. So it's gonna fill fast. But we don't have enough power apparently. Yeah, that's the infinite storage. And both will only run their pumps if there's more than 1,000 grams per tile. I think the pump can do 500 grams per second, but we don't want it to get down to where it's pumping every second for only a couple grams, because gas pumps take quite a lot of power and we just don't want to waste the electricity. Okay, these guys are warming up. Okay, so when these get to +5, we can switch them to bristle blossoms. And we're getting a bunch of extra seeds now, so that's good. We're putting some food in here. We have 151,000 calories there. We have 119,000 calories here. Bye, Athena. See you later. Okay. We're not using these ones anymore. You're making sand. Yes. This planet, got that dug out. Got these guys all set up pretty much. Okay. We got this. Okay, so right now we have a red signal going to the shutoff, so I think we can plug it in now. And it should be warm enough here that the water does not freeze in the pipe. And then it'll only go through the pipe if we need the oil, so that it doesn't just hang out in the pipe. The oil is getting pretty low here, so we might need to start running it soon. These are all set to above 1,000. Yes. And then we're gonna turn the natural gas into power as needed. Okay, we're growing the mealwoods. What's the temperature here? They grow more here, but we have the sweetles now, and the sweetles are gonna make meat. But this one's gonna be meat. Okay. I think we need to temporarily let our mechatronics guy in here, Turner, go in. Turner can only go out of that one. Go in there. Turner can go out there. Then reverse. Okay. Then we'll be able to ship the meat to the kitchen automatically. Next up, we want to build the data miner. I want to build the data miner somewhere cold. Because it performs better when it's cold. So we're going to put a pin for plastic. Apparently we're not because trees are in the way. So we're going to get rid of the trees. This might be in the way too. Let's just get rid of all that. Okay, I think our mealwoods are safe from stuff dripping. Data miner. Actually, this might be one narrower than I thought. Stations, data miner. Or should be fine. Put it there. Something's beeping at me. Storage bin for plastic here. Guess we can probably just leave those. And then shipping auto sweeper here. Some wire. Okay, those are connected now. That one's also connected now. Great. This is nice and cold. Maybe not as cold as I would have hoped. So this is going to be plastic out of 4. Blueprint. Algae would be nice. Let's take it over here. This is working nicely. So we're already over 20 kilos per tile, which is what the high pressure gas vent would do. Sub-Zerolin. So you're going to make the databanks here forever. And then you're going to send the databanks through here for now at least. Yeah. We could probably set up an auto shipping thing. Food's okay here. Berry sludge, tender brisket, smoked fish. Food over here. We have plume squash, veggie poppers, frost buns. Okay. We're taking care of the carbon dioxide reasonably well. Okay, these are warming up, but that's okay. Because we have a plan. Got a metal statue in here. Great. Okay, we researched projectiles. Okay, where are projectiles? Oh, okay, because we also need that to get to the hydrogen rocket. And how's our gas in here? Hope we're not getting popped eardrums. Also, why is it wet over here? They're still getting popped eardrums. Don't love it. Okay, we're almost full on sand. So eventually we'd like to make a freezer on both planets. We don't have any food spoiling, but that's going to take steam turbines and stuff, which is just kind of a pain. Okay, we are processing into plastic. One year to be exact. 165 cycles. What are we out of? Wolframite? That's fine. We still haven't gotten a doctor here. We're bringing in lots of sulfur. How long before this goes idle? 94 cycles, that's quite a while. And how much do you make? Okay, average output is 1.2 kilos per second, 12,000 grams per second. How much do you guys eat? You eat 20 grams per cycle, or 20 kilos per cycle. I'm gonna calculate. 20 kilos is 20,000. Divide 600. So one eats 33 grams per second, and this makes how much? 1217.6 divide 33.3. So we can feed 36 Sweetles, which is just about right for how many we have. We have 32. We should be just slightly sulfur positive. We were gonna dig out this. So we have these auto sweepers, and the auto sweepers pick up the eggs, put them in the loader, and then drop them off over here. This is also, so they're just gonna die here from starving. It takes 10 cycles. Some people put them into a little chamber to drown, but I'm not gonna do that here yet. And then I use the critter trap to have one ready to be deposited at the critter drop off as necessary. So I control access on the doors. So the top door, everyone can go in and out on the top set, but our rancher can only go out. And then the bottom door, everyone can go out, but the rancher can go in. And then I set this automatic dispenser. It's not sweep only, and it only takes Sweetle eggs. So if there's a Sweetle egg anywhere else on the map, my duplicants will take it and put it in there. But the ones who can reach the dispenser can't reach the spot where the eggs are supposed to go. So it's a little bit complicated, but it's an easy way to collect all the eggs without needing if you're pre-auto sweepers, it's just a matter of saying that one set of people can use these doors and one set of people can use these doors. The bottom one has to be the rancher because only the rancher can use the trap. And then I have the drop-offs. These are set to 9. And then the bottom here is set to an 8. Priority 8. Because these guys eat the critters. So I only want them to come here and put extras in here. I don't want them to not fill these first. Yeah, drowning them is more efficient. I'm doing that over here with floxes. I would need to set up incubators, and I just haven't done that yet on that planet because it's newer. So the floxes, the eggs go in here, and then they'll be trapped by the door, so they'll drown. But the auto sweeper can reach the eggs and put them in the incubators if needed. So there's different options. The reason for the trap, there's no trap in this room. This room has a trap to pick. It basically makes it so there's always one ready to be relocated if one of these gets, if one dies. They live 75 cycles, so they periodically die. And the other ones will die after 10 cycles of starving if they're tame. So this method with the automatic dispenser and the trap works before you have auto sweepers because you need a mechatronics engineer to build them, and even if you get really lucky, it takes at least 50 cycles to train them up. And then you need refined metal and stuff, which can sometimes be a bottleneck. We auto-harvesting that? We are. So I think the next thing we need to think about is freezers so our food doesn't spoil. And we have not sent any water over here yet. We still have stuff down here. That's fine. Like, I am definitely doing some things inefficiently. Like, they're still running on a wheel with a small battery to send stuff through the teleporter. It takes a lot of metal to build the power all the way over there, and we don't have a ton of metal right now, which is why we're mining this area. Get more. Yeah, so much to learn. This game is very deep. I have a lot of miscellaneous stuff down here. Do I want to pump it even if... So I'm probably going to just take this out and pump no matter what down here until it's dry, so we can get rid of all the gunk. So for the bottle fillers, I do have a mod that gives me this auto drop option. So you can manually drop it. This one has stuff in it. You can manually drop it by just sliding this. But I got tired of micromanaging that, so I got the mod that will basically automatically do that action for you. And how's our air pressure here? Okay. No one's ever gonna move you? Just do that at a 9. Got a briar seed while we were digging. We probably will not use that. New printables. What do we got? Operating, ranching, tidying, farming, digging, or a hatchling. So we're gonna take hatchlings on this planet. This planet has a minor volcano. We can cool the magma to make igneous rock, which could be a sustainable hatch food. So we'll print hatches on this planet for that purpose. I don't know for sure if we'll ever think we need the hatches, but we'll have the option. So this is going to pump no matter what you detect, as long as there's space in the pipe. Right now it says pipe blocked, yeah. And then, so crude oil is going to go into the refinery. Anything that's not crude oil is going to go into bottles. And then we can relocate it wherever we need it. Something's beeping. Radiation. Why? Because you're doing research. That's to be expected. We could probably also make a better route here. You don't have to go all over the place. We could probably... Oh, we do have a fire pole there. I think we're gonna need more carbon dioxide taken care of. Oh, we made gristleberry here. Okay, who's idle and why? Are we not repairing suits? We'd also like to change these to tiles so people run faster. Basic tiles give a plus 25% run speed bonus. I think plastic and metal tiles do a plus 50% run speed bonus. We'd like faster running. This will temporarily not be a lab, but I'll get it fixed up pretty good. Sub-Zerolin. We're making databanks here? No one's bringing the stuff. Right. We might have to ship the plastic up there. We'd need a steel auto sweeper here. That is kind of hot. Do that. No, we cannot really fit an auto sweeper there. A little tight. Petroleum is 73. But the air around here is hotter. I made this out of steel, yes. What if we changed this to... I have an idea. Where we put a conduction panel in there to help cool it down. Okay. And clean this up. So this is 72, so that should bring the polymer press heat down. It's currently at around 111. But it's coming down slowly. That'll work. Someone's complaining about radiation again. We may need our scientist on the other planet eating rad pills. Eventually, we might like to use the volcano. Where's our research going? We're working on the research reactor. We need to fly another planet before we can get uranium, though. Maybe we should start retrofitting the rocket. Or do we build a rocket here because this is where we have the petroleum? Well, okay, let's think about it. Where are we going? So from here, could potentially take a carbon dioxide rocket. Hi, Zarek. I think it is, yeah. That would make sense. I don't think I built in enough room to have an auto sweeper do it. Although maybe I could do an auto sweeper underneath. I think that would work when the doors are... Oh no, it won't because the doors will be closed when... The doors would be closed. Okay, what if we moved this? Okay, I have an idea. So we're going to cut that so it doesn't turn on right now. We're going to deconstruct that. We're going to move it back one tile. And then we can put an auto sweeper in there. And then this will be shooting at that angle. Yeah. Good thinking. That'll go there. And then we can put an auto sweeper here. And then that'll feed the phosphorite. And it'll solve all our problems. Good idea. Now we just need the dupes to build the stuff. This is gonna shoot that way. Yeah. I'm kind of new to max difficulty. This is my second run on max difficulty. So apparently we have enough rad bolts in the thing, though. Okay, we just need to catch up on databanks. Ah. Which, okay, we are making databanks now, but they're expected to run them by hand to the machine. We should probably make a better route to get there. Oh, no, not like that. I guess maybe we can just pop over this. I think this is a polluted oxygen vent. Can't quite tell. I don't know that we really have enough granite for this ladder. Let's do sandstone. And we will just climb over, but we'll leave that on. And make this a faster route. Because they're gonna... I guess we can eventually just... Once we dig this, we can just get them auto-leapt into there. Okay, so a conveyor loader can go here. If we have enough metal for the rail, maybe. Okay. And then we can probably also put this on the main power line. So we don't need a separate wheel and battery. Oxygen not included. Really? Just now? Okay. So does that mean the pressure is going down here? Not sure. I can't believe we made it 370 cycles without getting the oxygen not included thing. Entombed. What's entombed? Probably something here, yeah. Okay, also, what if we put a... we sent 1 kilogram of oxygen through gas pipes. Or delivered it through gas pipes. So this planet, I started out with our main oxygen source being the polluted water off-gassing. But that led to very high gas pressure and popped eardrums. And we still have very high gas pressure, so hardly anything has ever come out of these gas vents. My friend Snowy is joining us. Can you sit down, buddy? I'd like to see your face. Usually I get the oxygen not occluded thing much earlier, but usually I also don't use a polluted water geyser as our source. Oh yes, we can give him pets. My friend. Yes. So soft. And do biscuits to make sure his bed is just right. We are... This is infectious pollutant. We're probably never going to use that. Fertilizer, saltwater, or digging. But both of you are kind of terrible. I guess we'll just take saltwater. We're getting brownouts from not enough transformers. Like, we're running too much on one line. So we're gonna put a transformer here. Active wire bridge can go there. We're not going to need to continue with either of these. Buildings can go. Okay, ad is over. We'll pet the cat now. Happy one. He likes this spot. Where is it? Okay, right between his nose. Right between his eyes, on top of the nose. So we're going to get this on the regular power now. And we're going to auto-ship the databanks. The other planet. And then that's where we have the researcher that can use the databanks. And this... Okay, so the colder this machine is, the higher its production rate. So it's at negative 200, or it's at negative 42 degrees, and its production rate is 200%. It works twice as fast as normal. Why are we running out of power? We're just using too much, I think. And what temperature are you now? You're in the 90s now. That's much better. And how are our Weezwards here? You should be auto-shipping all your stuff. Good. Did I reconnect the automation? I did. I think we're gonna need more carbon dioxide absorption. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 4. I'm arranging them like this so that the auto sweeper can feed them. Yeah. Because they need ice. Which we have plenty of. But I don't want the dupes to have to spend the time putting it in each plant. We're getting food poisoning. Let's make a few more curative tablets. Oh, you know, We don't need anybody taking red pills anymore. We're not in... So this is up to... how much? 87, 88 kilos per tile of natural gas. We'll have a nice stockpile. This is going to be ice. And if the ice melts, it'll just go into our water pool. Okay, we're up to 16 blossom seeds, so that's good for when we're going to switch the floxes over. Okay. Stuff's entombed again. It's probably the telescopes. Yep. Just dig it out so they don't complain. Okay. Rocket. We're working on different engines. Can we get a Trailblazer on here? Probably. We might need to fly the rocket, drop steel off with the, or metal off with the orbital cargo module, and then we can come home, and then we can put a Trailblazer on, and then we can go back and make a rocket platform so we can land. These are warming up now. They need to be warmer than this. Oh, I guess I should not have tried to do this while the meteor shower was still going. Right. Would have been an idea. Okay. And our batteries just aren't holding any charge. We're using more power than we're making. We could set up solar, which would mean we need to make glass. And I'd like to make glass somewhere kind of cold, maybe here. It would also help warm up stuff. We don't freeze pipes. Okay, what's this look like? Let's do mesh tiles. Five plus a bin for sand. Glass forge. 2 igneous for the glass forge. Bin for sand. Then plumbing. Yes, let's just put it over here for now. No, that, you make this work. Well, no, we can't, because we would need to do that. We'll just drop it on here, and hopefully that will not make sour gas. We'll see. If we do make sour gas, oh well. This is gonna be sand at a 4. We need power. Could be nice to have a light, but probably not essential. Okay, can we put a metal tile here? Help it transfer heat. now we will have to basically constantly dig out the solar panels. You guys are repairing stuff, good. You guys are all eating. What's the kind of average temperature in here? 9? Oh yeah, 2,000 kilos. 9. Looks like we got about 9 degrees. That's reasonable. Right, I forgot how much power this uses. So while that's running, we basically have no extra power. So solar panels. So I don't know, we'll make 99 glass. 99 is the highest you can set it other than infinity. We are going to need to think about how we're dealing with carbon dioxide here eventually. We are at 90 degrees, that's better. I'd like to get slicksters, but we haven't discovered them yet. Okay, let's add glass to the list. Oops. Oh my gosh. Can't press the right button. Glass. There we go. We are not sending glass through here. Where's the top of the planet? 35 would be our highest rocket. 37 would be where the rocket platform goes. Seven would be where the rocket platform goes, so imagine what that would look like. We can make a rocket platform out of lead. This layer. Put it there. Remind ourselves. New printables are available. What do we have? Squash fries, yum. Yeah, we'll do squash fries. We don't have quite as much food as I would like here. Ari, May, Amari. May and Amari are both on the other planet. We only have one cook on this planet. Oh, why are you cold? Because there's water. Because this is melting. Okay, let's extend this so the water drips off the side instead of into the bedroom. Okay, we can plant a little more here. At some point, we're going to have to redo our electrical system here because we're basically running it all on one 2-strand wire. We could eat a bunch of mammoths. I don't know that they're ever going to lay eggs. I think they're all tame. They're looking for food. So that's where the rocket platform would go. Then we need 9 below the rocket platform would be where the exhaust goes. And then so this level could be where we put solar panels. Okay, let's see. Sandstone maybe. Oh, have that there. So that could be a level, and then this could be a level. Yeah, apparently we're digging this now. We'd have to dig out all this stuff. And there's a lot there. This level is where I want to put insulated tiles. Probably have enough to do this. Oh, that's a nice boot. Oh, how did all this break? I don't think we have a plumber over here. Let's just take it out. All these back to just buildings. This can be open. This is the level we're going to put the solar panels on after we make the glass, which no one is doing yet either. Come on, guys. There's some mealwood. Did Bonnie get any more skills yet? No, she's the only one we still need to give skills to. And boots aren't ready. Let's repair ammo suit. We're not going to use reed fiber there anymore. We're just going to use feather fiber. Why is no one repairing the suit? And put him back on the docks so other people can help too. Something's entombed on our other planet. What is it? Or, of course, that's what it is. You guys can't even get to the toilet. Gosh. Not going well. You guys got some food, that's good. I believe we fixed all the ammo suits. Priority 9. Okay. Oxiferns. What temperature do they like? I'm just wondering. 0 to 40. What temperature is it here? It's in the 0 to 40 range. We could put some oxiferns here, and we have some extra water. Let's try that. Hydroponic tiles. We'll see how many oxifern seeds we have. Probably don't need to be paused. This one... Water. This way. We'll see how many seeds we have. I don't usually use oxiferns, but this planet had a lush core. And we have extra water. Oh, we only have 2. Oh. We're doing 2. Do we have any oxifern seeds on this planet? 1. So let's send it through the teleporter. Okay, this one is almost ready to be transformed. We will also, okay, we will need lights as well. Room should stay drier now. Sub-Zerolin. We got these built? No, we're working on it. You guys are eating now. We have berry sludge, pickled meal, tender brisket, smoked fish, a little bit of meal lice. You need to get the Sweetles eaten. And no one made any glass yet. Come on, guys. Okay, let me adjust the cat cam a little bit. So cute. You're out of wolframite, that's fine. We might dig some more. Oh, okay, I actually want to move this over one more because this is where oiled suits drop their water. Okay. Again with the thing. This is a worn Atmo suit. Okay, repair the worn Atmo suits. Put them back on the hangers. We have plenty of feather fiber. Okay, we have 0 worn Atmo suits now. That can go back to 9, but could we put it on the rack? We have 2 Atmo suits available. Get them on. There we go. Now charge them up. No one made any glass yet. Are these auto-harvested? Yeah, I think we are auto-harvesting everything. These are going to be made out of copper. Did we have more copper over here we could get? Probably. We're working on the igneous rock. Someone's probably going to get stuck. Put one there so they can do that bit of the roof. We are planning to make solar panels. New printables. What do we have? Peat. Doctoring, supplying, ranching. We'll just take peat on this planet, probably since it's where our peat eating plants are. How's our wood for this? Still going fine. can we build these, please? You are not going. Why? Because you have no petroleum. Okay, we could put a lum on these, and lums can harvest mealwood. They'll stomp and the stuff will come off the vine. I'm okay with people eating mealwood plain. Let's stop making pickled mealwood because they have so much other stuff they could do instead. You could make cooked seafood. Oh, we don't have... No, you can't because we don't have Haku on this planet. These are going to be oxyferns. Which we have 3 now. Right, because we sent one from the other planet. Okay, they're getting water. Is water also still flowing this way? Yeah. Okay, so I do want to do a little bridge thing to make sure water goes to the electrolyzers first. So cut there, and build these right away. So it'll always go to the electrolyzers first, and then if that line is full, then it'll go to the oxyfern. And the oxyfern we're mainly planting just to use some of that carbon dioxide. No one wants to make that yet. Okay, so can I just see how tall a solar panel is? No. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 tiles tall. We were also thinking of making a rocket here because this is where we have the petroleum. Still don't need to pump any crude oil or run the oil reservoirs. Relocate here at a 9. Locate here at a 9, please. We don't have enough dupes on this planet. We probably need to add more for the amount of work we want to do. What are people doing over here? I think we need to think about switching this one over. So let's to 0 for now. We don't refill it because when I change these to hydroponic tiles, the floxes are going to get stuck in them when I'm building them. So maybe we just bop all these. Take out these. Okay, so no critters in here right now. And then we'll do every other. And we'll switch them to hydroponics. We need lights. Not utilities, furniture. I like the flower lights for the blossoms because they're blossom. Okay, so that. Need to put it there, so we'll put it there, and then we need one more over here. Okay. That'll have to do. Plumbing, we're gonna need to send water. And we're out of igneous. Lovely. Guess we will make that out of something else. Oh, There we go. I think shale is technically better than igneous. Food, hydroponic tiles. And need wire. And I think the water is going to be warm enough, it warms it up. Our stuff can grow, we'll see. Building. You guys are so speedy. We're going to switch this to bristle blossoms and hope they grow nicely here. We will not put floxes in until they start growing. So this takes all edibles and cooking ingredients also. It's going to be bristle blossom. Oop. Everybody's pretty happy. 14% stress is not terrible, since we start out with a default 20% stress. How's this planet going? We're getting an oxifern planted. Okay, these guys are harvesting the mealwood. Lovely. You are not fertilized. What fertilizer do you need? Dirt. Ah, okay. Put one here. Bing. Forgot about the dirt. Did anybody make glass yet? Nope. You guys are still working on this project. That can be opened. Radiation refinement. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. Camera return. We need glass. I'm also wondering if any of the planets we found have a metal volcano. You have copper. You have gold and cobalt. We will need renewable metal. We're getting piles of sulfur on the ground, which is fine. And 11, those temperatures are fine. Sweetles are happy between 10 and 40. Okay, we're finally making glass. Hopefully we don't make sour gas. We made petroleum, but that's fine. Glass is already cool enough, we won't have a sour gas situation. You know, maybe we just... Okay. Drop it all the way down. Make a whole lot of petroleum. Hoping not to make sour gas. I don't think we made any yet. But this is gonna be dirt. Or... You guys are doing a good job harvesting. Okay, so food's looking pretty good here. are you guys growing? You're too cold. The water's very warm though. I guess we could temporarily put a heater in there. We would like Doctor decorating for our other planet. I think we'll just take a pipsqueak. So it needs to be 5 degrees here, and it's currently -3. Everything's cold. What if we swept all the junk off this layer? That's gonna fall. Get rid of the cold debris. We could also change this to a not insulated pipe, but then it's gonna get too hot, probably. This one is not happy. Why? I don't know. You guys are happy. Having a long autosave. Okay. Okay, we're making a little petroleum as a side effect of the glass, which is cooling nicely. Like to dig out these layers. Solar panels take how much? 200. You guys are still getting food. Also extend this ladder. So we need 200 kilos of glass for our first solar panel, and then once we get some solar panels online, we can start running the data miner again. And under here a bit. Under here a bit, so we can build it from the bottom. They're not happy about radiation from the sun. Don't have enough glass yet because the people that were doing glass are now over here building. I see. So I want to retrofit this on the outside. Oh, well, also on the inside. We can take this out. And we can put a wheel in here. we'll have a battery on the outside. Although, what do we even really need power for if we take that out? Okay, we don't need power. I guess you can have a bed. So on the outside, we can swap this for... Well, if we do a Trailblazer and an orbital cargo module, I think we can manage it. Use iron. And then we'll need to take out one of these. I think an orbital cargo module is just 2. Okay, these are what temperature? -9. Okay. So we need to warm it up a bit. My idea is change this to granite pipe. I don't know if that's going to be too much or not enough. We'll see. That should warm these tiles up. Pretty quickly. Once it gets to the right temperature, we can change it back to insulated. You're still... Okay, you're coming up slowly. This one we're going to change for an orbital cargo module. And then we'll fill it with extra iron. Inside this, we can put a bed. We use this one. And also do a couple plastic tiles for some radiation protection. Okay, we're getting there. This, we can put iron. Well, let's put... We only technically need 400, but the problem is, what if our stuff lands somewhere we can't reach it? We'll just try this. Or does the rover module fit there? No. We're idle here because we have no suits again. Not working. Maybe I should make some extra suits. Made a mess, yeah. Of course you did. Almost got everything fixed. Yeah, let's put these back to 9. Everyone should be able to get out. Okay, we are working on the ceiling here. take that out. Radiation problems, of course. Idleness. Why are you idle? Oh, because you trapped yourself. Hit one ladder segment here, and then we can reach all that. Say you're starving, but I don't think that's true. Okay, so docking, I wonder what kind of errand hanging a new suit up is. It's gonna be either supplying or storing, I think. You would think it was a life support errand. Hey, Amargosa. None of these guys, we'll just take coal. What's up with you? Body temperature is too hot. Why is it too hot? Because we don't have any... This must be dormant. Okay, next activity 0.7 cycles. That'll fix itself soon enough. These are too cold. Still adjusting though. This is filled. So I guess we send Max over. Does Max have anything he can't do? He can do building and digging. He doesn't have any X's. Oh, or do I want to put... Is there a way I can fit a telescope on there? I'm not sure there is. Yeah, so far so good. Someone can't reach food. I don't believe that, Ashcan. We'll build all this from the bottom side. Two, 4, 5. Okay, we should be able to reach everything. Is there a way we can fit a telescope in here? I think there is. Or is it 3 tall? Let's check. Rocketry, telescope. I think it's 3 tall. But we could put it here. So take that out. That out. What is beeping at me? Something. This is going to come online again soon. We just ran out of brine. These are warming up. Slowly. Oh, is the water in here? It's getting too cold, so... Water needs to keep moving. This is a water return line. Hard to get to. I guess we're just gonna do a little thing over here. We're gonna measure the water temperature. If it's too cold, we'll go through a shut-off. And then into a bottle filler. Those ones out. Insulated pipe. So if it's too cold, it goes to the bottle filler. Automation. Water. So this will be, I guess, below 5 because we want to try to make this 5 degrees. If it's below 5, it goes through. We're reconfiguring here. Take that out. We're gonna put these up here with the rocket control station. I guess we're gonna have to take that out temporarily. That'll probably be fine. Rocketry, rocket control station. Get up there? I think so. This dot gate can go there now. Got that automation. Then can we fit the telescope? No. Automation ports cannot overlap. Okay. We should be able to. Oh, but now you're using that. Right. Fine. So water that is too cold should go get bottled now. Right? And that should help also bring the temperature here up. Tree telescope. Oh, this needs power though. Shoot. Thought we didn't need power. It'll only work while we're in space, which I guess is okay. We also cannot refill our toilet unless we take the fridge out. Probably fine. Brainer. I want to rearrange this a little. Everything should be grounded now. And then this will be water. Enable auto bottle at a 9. Okay. Plastic. No. Plastic. No, that's not the button I want either. Okay. Sleep at a 9. At a 9. That gets all the plastic. We have food. Are you warming up yet? Hard to tell. And we are getting some brine in here again, so that's good. Okay. Gold amalgam. Granite. We want to leave the rad pills. We want to leave the food. Really all we need to take with us. And Sub-Zerlin, how are we doing? You guys are getting stressed. Someone's gonna come run this. That's great. We're making space up here. We didn't make any more glass yet, but we got this finished. This can have a ladder here, I think. Makes sense. Well, no. Right here. Background building. Back to regular buildings before I forget. Then once we get some solar panels going, we can run the data miner. How much hydrogen do we have in here? 800 kilos. We could probably just put another hydrogen generator on. We could also consider doing the tune-ups. Stations is where it is. Organization. Now this does not actually need to be in the room. Do we have an electrical engineer? Yes. It's gonna be lead. Out of 4. This is gonna make out of lead. Nation wire. Heavy watt wire. And then we will up this when we're ready. Not quite yet. This says it needs to be in the room, but it doesn't really need to, so we'll just suppress current. We're getting a little radiated. We have a lot of stuff to dig out here, though, for solar panels, if we're going to go all the way across. I guess we just need a few to start. We could change these to mesh tiles. Sun shines through mesh tiles. Kids seem to be doing okay now. We would still like a doctor decorator on this planet. Oh, radiation vomiting. So we're not doing so good. Or radiation is not doing so good. Okay, we could put everybody on the 2 downtime schedule, or the 2 bath time schedule. So 4 tabs after they wake up. Everyone's on 2. What's flooded? Egg cracker. I see. What are we cracking? Grub eggs. Writing, building, tidying, or bristleberries. I think we'll take bristleberries. These are what temperature? Still doing great. And that one is better than that one, apparently. Because this probably needs to also be not insulated, so we have everyone radiation vomiting. Lovely. I put an extra sweetle on here too to fertilize those. Yeah, all the radiation vomiting because we don't have the rad pills. At 91 degrees. Okay. Not the best. And are we making glass over here? No, we did not make any more yet. How's the radiation coming in? Pretty strong. We want to see how tall the things are. Because we could do extra layers of tiles, like we did on the other planet. Now, I'm also wondering, could we put sun chairs up here without... We need 10,000 for the sun chairs to work. Did Bonnie get a skill point yet? Did. Wearing would be fabulous. You know, instead of doing this, we could just use this. This is 80-20. Not gate. Or this might be simpler. Build this side first, please. This apparently was a terrible plan. We're at 11 degrees right now. We have a lot of junk up here that's not oxygen. And none of you guys are growing because you're too hot. Not working. Okay, we have a lot of berry sludge now, though. So that's a thing. What kind of task is this? Store, it's a supplying errand, so... May, could you do supplying? After you're done cooking? We need someone refilling the suits. If we have nothing to cook, you do the suits next. Thanks. And then probably an operating level 1 if you already did all the supply. Okay. You'd like... Oh, we're... Oh, we have water in here. This will not work. No, no. We must have gotten some ice. Pop right away. This one also. This is empty. Oh, what is this? Sandstone. We're still hoping to get a doctor over there. A doctor decorator, ideally. With the doctor, we can kind of prevent some of the radiation sickness or minimize it. Extra bathroom breaks for everyone is going to be helpful, though. Try not to get stuck. There we go. We dig these first. Hope we fixed our suit problem. What signal are we sending? Oh, we're sending green. Okay, we don't need a NOT gate in here. My mistake. From that, so we send red. Oh, mop this water. Is there ice in here? There is. That ice out. No NOT gate. Can we sweep? There we go. And then we should stop sending water so they'll stop running. But we don't want to leave the water in the pipe. Okay. Still trying to warm these. We might be getting there. The rocket. Did we build this? Trailblazer? Yep. Okay. How do you look? You look okay. They took all the food out of the rocket. Boogers. So, need a pile of food that you can take back in. What are these priorities? Where's our berry sludge? Need like a big old pile. Oh, we made surf and turf. Berry sludge. Can we find a big pile? It's in the fridge. Need a big pile. There we go. Oh, no, it's in the fridge. Okay, the fridges do not need to hold berry sludge. Relocate in the rocket. Do we have rad pills here? Let's make another 20. How's the air pressure? Are we getting it under control? Okay, these are growing again. That's good. These are not growing. Letting some water through, and that'll help warm it up. Have berry sludge now? Yep. We probably want a few more rad pills. I don't know. We probably have enough rad pills. Okay, so brew is still max. So we are going to go in orbit of this planet. We can go there and back. And begin launch sequence. And Max is gonna get rad pills. Bye Max, have a nice trip. Breathability? Oh, I remember now, they have trouble landing when they don't have a suit. So I guess it's just gonna be a quick land. Okay, what do we want? Coal. -2. I have kind of a weird idea. Ignite hose is fine. Okay, so if it's too cold, first go this way. Shale now. Okay. We'll only feed this with the colder water while we're trying to warm this up. I don't know. Not sure if this plan will work. That needs a tile. I don't know that we'll have enough throughput. Now, you're in space. You don't have any power though, even though I thought you would have power while you were flying. High stress. Who? Turner? Turner, can you get a massage, please? And we didn't make any more glass yet, but maybe after we finish building or digging. Put one there. The rocket's in orbit of Polarito. Let's take a look here. Oh. Okay, that's more magma than I was expecting. And we could have a serious problem with the orbital cargo module dropping our iron in the magma. So I think our rocket is going to fly home and we're going to make some adjustments. Land here. We are going to put a... That is a new asteroid. This is one I haven't been to yet. It doesn't have a teleporter. It's got lava on the top. It's part of the Frosty Planet Moonlet cluster. So I'm gonna get us a rover module and put a rover down here so we can choose where it lands. I think that's our best bet here. I do think we have a Draco biome here, though. So our rocket is going home right now. And then we will make some adjustments. I had never seen the surface of that asteroid before, so it was a bit of a surprise to me. Okay, we can plug this in now for more power. Okay. We are gonna change. Okay, so the rocket, when we build it on the platform, it has different parts, modules, and we're gonna change some of them, basically. Plan A did not work, so we're moving to Plan B. How did I get so many? I was ranching them, but then I switched to Rexes, because Rexes I can feed and get fiber without needing ethanol. I am trying to heat up the map. I am trying to switch the floxes to bristle blossoms. I have a plan where this planet doesn't need to be cold anymore. Floxes eat bristle blossoms, Rexes eat phlox. Rexes, with the critter condo, can go up to 100 degrees. Okay. So we also need extra water in here. Well, the pike apple is going to die, but there was an update that made it so blocks can eat bristle blossoms. And then my cooling for the sleet wheat is brine. And we ran out of brine because it went dormant, but it's coming back. So it just has to cool down a bit. And then these, we're working on warming them up. You know, we actually don't need to do this. We can just go like that. Oh, you're going the wrong way now. Here we go. Thank you. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so we don't need that. And we don't need this anymore. Information. Someone asked me if I had a Patreon, and I was thinking about setting one up and putting save files on there. So that's in process. Okay, this blob of stuff can go away. Okay, you are getting water. Okay, so the water will flow through bristle blossom first before it goes to the sleet wheat, so that the bristle blossoms water keeps moving and warming them up. I don't knit. I have knit one blanket ever, and then I decided I was done with it. I do quilt. I have a very popular quilted Christmas tree skirt pattern on Etsy that's sold over over 1,000 copies. I also enjoy doing cross stitch. I do like most crafts, but not knitting. Knitting, you use yarn and like long pointy sticks. And quilting, you use fabric and the sewing machine. Both are like ways you can make blankets or blanket-like things. Knitting I just found to be stressful on my hands, the way you have to hold it. Oh, there's igneous rock here, which we're low on. Okay, are these warming up? Can't tell. Is the water flowing? Yes. So, should be, because that water's pretty warm. Maybe I put radiant pipes there? Ceiling collapse. That's fine. Amari, can you go back inside? No, you can't. Okay, we finally made a microchip. Okay, so the rocket is home. I want to change this for a... No, not add. Change. I want to put a rover module. Oh, we're going to have to make it out of steel if we want the rover module and the trailblazer module to match later on. Okay, I think this is warming up. New printables. Iron. Okay, so the rover module is going to let us land a little robot on the other planet. Oh, these are finally growing. That's awesome. So once they grow a little bit... Well, we can probably start putting floxes back in here now. Because we don't actually need the whole row for the floxes to eat. Yeah, okay, so you build a rocket platform. It can be made out of any refined metal. And then you need an engine. The engine choices, right now I have carbon dioxide engine, sugar engine, or steam engine. This one you fill with carbon dioxide gas. This one you would fill with sucrose, and this one you would fill with steam. I think the carbon dioxide is the easiest. It can only go 6 tiles total, so 3 out and 3 back on the star map. A rocket has to have an engine. A rocket also has to have a way for a pilot to get in. So there's a solo spacefarer nose cone, which is what we're using, which is like a small capsule. There's a big spacefarer module that can fit up to 8 dupes. Or there's a robo-pilot module, which you can put databanks in, so you don't need a dupe. And then there's a number of other modules you can put on. And so we're just trying to figure out the best combination of modules to... Because 8 is the most you can assign to one thing. Have you ever tried to put 9 in? 8's the maximum the game allows. Is why 8. Ask Clay. Okay, so if I put a solar panel on here... Okay, so, and depending on what engine you have, your rocket has a maximum height. And the carbon dioxide is the smallest one, but I think we can make it work. So you need an engine, you need some way for a pilot to be in it, and then you can have modules that do different things, and you unlock different modules with different researches. I think you can only put 8 people in. This is finally working, so we could start switching over the other ones. Okay, Leo's gonna test. These guys are still a little cold. Okay, so did you guys build the rover? Yes, okay. So now we're gonna change the destination. Oh, let's make sure we still have food inside. Yeah. Change the destination. We're gonna go back into the orbit of this planet with Max. Well, I guess we'll let this settle at a good body temperature. Ones in the middle are fine, the others are not. So we're in here. Oh, and he's telescoping on the go. When we reach orbit, we can pick where we want the rover to land. So I'm probably gonna pick down here. Where's the top? Okay, so the tallest rocket possible is 37, so we have plenty of space here. So we're gonna land the rover down here. And the capsule he lands in, we can deconstruct it for 400 steel. And then we're gonna go back to the home planet, and then we're gonna change the rover module for a Trailblazer module made out of steel. And then we'll fly back, and then we'll put our duplicate in the Trailblazer module and land them here, and then we'll have 800 steel and we can build a rocket platform and we can tell the rocket to land. So it's a bit of a process. Now we can make berry sludge with both pike apple and bristleberry. Going well. And these are growing nicely again. How hot are you here? 11? Okay, and how's this planet doing? Stuff's entombed. Fair. Did we make enough glass yet? Yes. Okay. How tall is a solar panel? It's 3. So this is 35. This is 9. Okay, so this is the highest we would want the solar panel. So I think we just have to put it on this bottom level here. And for a while, we're just gonna have to dig them out. But that should help our power on this planet. And after we get the solar panels built, we will turn on the data miner again. Now, we're making a little bit of petroleum when we drop the glass in here, but we don't seem to have made any sour gas. We also started getting some bottles of stuff. Yeah. Because we're also going to pump up all the random liquids down here. And I think we finally figured out this by making May put Atmo suits on if she doesn't have cooking to do. So, food, berry sludge. Okay. Ah, 8 dupes and 6 boops. Good luck. Okay. Apparently it's dark right now. There we go. We get a little more light later in the day. Yeah, I think the light's increasing, so plug you back in, and then we can get databanks set back to the home planet. Okay, rockets in orbit on Polarito. Okay, so this is our destination. We're going to deploy the rover module, and we're going to put it here. Place on the ground. Put it here. And then it's going to land. And then deconstruct. We're also going to need a little bit of rocks. Now, the rover can only do level 1 stuff. It can't do anything that requires a skill, basically. So it's not going to be able to break the surface. That's what we're going to send the Trailblazer for. But it can do a little bit of digging. And so you're telescoping? Fine, I guess. But I don't know. We'll just let you telescope for a few minutes. Okay, these are not growing again because they are too cold. Letter's coming in at 45. And out at 4. We'll see how it goes. You guys are still growing though. So that's not good. We could make a feeder. I don't really want to. We have rockets in orbit. We want to tell you to do a little more digging now. Okay. I guess let's send our rocket home. Land back on the planet. Okay, this is the one that's going to have the geovents on it. I see. We have a lot of algae here, it looks like. What? Other geysers. Polluted water, steam, cool chlorine, copper volcano, regular volcano, leaky oil fissure. Wetlands, forest, magma, jungle, feather, barren. Okay. We know it's there. Eventually we'll want to bring a builder over, or a digger over, but maybe not quite yet. We're also looking for Doctor Decorator for the second planet. Second planet has some solar panels. Can we make another yet? No. We'll just send the databanks back to the main planet, but we're making them here because we're making the plastic here, so that just seems simpler. We have one warm coat available here. Okay, we're getting a little bit of meat. And make a little bit of pemmican. We should have tons of tallow here. Yes, we have plenty of tallow. Oh, are these taking cooking ingredients and edibles? And these should also take those. Then it'll get shipped back. We could also get that muck root. I have 17 tons of sulfur. You guys are getting... What's our max lux? Okay, can you get more than 16 in? Because for some reason I thought... What was I checking? Max lux. Peak light is 10,000. Okay. Huh, okay. Then I was wrong. I guess I've never tried to put more in because I thought that was the limit. Right, it might be kind of impractical. Everyone would get very stressed out and probably destroy the rocket. One to four. Yeah, I usually do just one or two. But we can cancel... Just leave the bottles there, it's fine. Oh, this guy's a problem. You're gonna die. Oh, actually, I know what I want you to do. I want you to get relocated to a solar panel. Float around there and give us a little extra light. When we get more glass, we'll make more panels. Delivering databanks. I suppose I could make this into a little room deal. So we could... But it's insufficient power anyway, so we probably don't need to do the NG's tune-up. Actually, okay, stay there now. Don't go by the bedroom. Bonnie earned a skill point. She can get exosuits. I think everyone's caught up on skills now. Okay, we have 18 dupes, and we have 17 with exosuit training, so we have to find the one that doesn't have it. You. Go. Then everyone has exosuit training. so water's coming through. Temperature in here? Reasonable. Are we making more glass yet? Not really. A little bit more. Just make plastic forever, pretty much. 18 tons. We should probably put in some more plastic ladders. Just plastic. Just all the way. And I guess all the way here too. We probably need to think about sending some plastic. Oh, is our other planet... Okay, we have a couple things to do here. First, we're going to change this for a Trailblazer module made out of steel. And then we're going to see if we have anywhere warm enough to do the amber. It needs to be above 20 degrees. I guess we could do it in here. Maybe clear out this space and it'll warm up. This was supposed to be above 1,000. But I messed that up. This, it comes online in 52 cycles. That's a long time from now. Maybe we can set up the amber plastic stuff here. We'd like an area that's above 20 degrees. Okay, these are growing again. Got this built. Did they put the stuff in? Not yet. And did they leave the food in the rocket? Yes, thank you. Max, stop taking rad pills. We have more rad pills to put in. Yes. Relocate into the rocket. Are we storing some extra water? No. Why not? We're just using it all? We're making a lot of oxalite down here. How's this temperature? If we can get it above 20, we can make the thing to turn lure plants into plastic. The spot we tried to do it before was too cold. This is hot. Do you use water when you're not growing? Probably not. Did you put the materials in yet? Not yet. Hurry up. This is 11 degrees. Okay, these probably need to get converted. We're just gonna change them to 0 critters for now. And attack everyone, because floxes are super annoying and get stuck in tiles. You broke the wall. I've actually never done that. So, buildings. We're gonna switch these to hydroponic tiles. I wish you could just build over hydroponic tiles. Oh, also we're dropping cold debris. Oh, sweep, please. Sweep all the debris. And, I don't know, sweep this debris too. Printables. What do we got? Cooking, supplying, digging, research rocketry. I think we need. And did you put the stuff in here yet? Yes, we have the Trailblazer. Okay, so let's. I'm not going to send the Rocketeer guy until this is done, because I can only pay attention to one thing at a time. We are going to need more plumbing also. So granite, liquid pipe, here and here. Insulated, go here. Granite is going to go like that. Good. Replace. We're on buildings only. No, you don't want to let me build there? Do we have enough seeds for this? No. Well, a little late to notice that. But maybe we'll get seeds quickly. That one out. I think that gets us all transferred over to hydroponics. So everybody's gonna work on sweeping this so it's not cold. And everyone's gonna work on planting this. So far, so good. Now we're out of seeds, but that's to be expected. This one's too hot, so we can just dig it up anyway. Got hydrocarbon propulsion, which is the petroleum rocket. What temperature do you guys like? Okay, you're only happy up to 10, so we should probably put critter condos. Which means we can change... Okay, we can take out this light. And we can change these tiles to... regular tiles. You're missing your mom? Aw, so sad. Does your mom live in the United States or still in the Philippines? Oh, the game! Mind over magic, okay. You gotta do the capital M lower... Oh, I dropped floxes. Right. Yeah, then I know it's the game. We almost got this remodeled. Only a couple floxes went awry. Build. I am accidentally making natural ice tiles from the water that was in the hydroponic tiles. But I suppose that could be a technique. These will keep the floxes happy, no matter what temperature they are. They can go up to 100. Not yet. I think there needs to be like a big update. Not yet, but I'm sure the urge will come back. Okay, what's up here? Nobody wanted to build this? Please build it. Mom is Mind Over Magic, which is another game. It's a different person or a different company created it, but it's published by the same publisher as Oxygen Not Included. And it has many similarities. Instead of people in space, though, it's people going to a magic school and you have to train the students and get magicians with different skills. Wizards. Wizards is the word I'm looking for. But it's a very similar format. It came out around February or March of this year. It does some things better than Oni. Like you can set a door, so instead of having to set it by each person, you could say only ranchers or only people with athletics higher than 5 or something like that. I really liked that feature. That's the best part. So please fix my pipes so that it gets warmer here. What temperature are you? -2, because you have a big old pile of ice on you. Get all the ice out, please. Yeah, in that one, there is a upper limit of population you're allowed to have. So you have to graduate your students or retire your teachers to get more new people. Get the cold material out of here. And then you can also say like, oh, okay, so different people have, they all have quirks, and so they might particularly like a food or they might particularly hate a food. So you could, so the food was much more significant in what you made. Whereas this game, it's like pretty much whatever food is fine. But it's like, in that game, it might be like, oh, there's people who absolutely refuse to eat bristleberries. Or they only want to eat things that are cooked with bristleberries. You can eat dirt in Oni, but not in Mind Over Magic. Yeah. So it was much more important to have a lot of different food types because some people liked certain foods and disliked other foods. And then each person also had, can't remember what they're called. They're like the same as aspirations in The Sims, where they wanted to accomplish something and they'd get a bonus if they did. You know, whether it was to eat like 10 meals that had this ingredient or, yeah, trials is what it's called. Yeah, trials. So they were kind of like individualized goals for each character, which kind of gave you specific things to work for. And if you completed those, they would get like extra bonuses every time you leveled them up as they went through the school. Because there was like the basic student and then a more advanced student, an apprentice. So initiate, apprentice, and then they could either become a teacher or you could graduate them. Okay, we don't really need any of those. Okay, these are growing again. That's good. We would like more of them to be growing. I'm not sure we're going to get back to the other planet with the rocket today. I have to leave in about 20 minutes to get kids from school because it is, again, early release day. It seems to me like almost every day is early release day. So this guy's just hanging here. I guess he could dig the bleach stone, but then it's going to off-gas, so there's really no point. I guess he's just hanging out there. He cannot dig through abyssalite. Maybe he could work on building a ladder. For when the rocket lands and the person needs to get out. They're letting the assignments teach the kids. They're probably letting like the... So since COVID, they've used a lot more like... They've used their computers a lot more since COVID. And there's like apps on there that'll like customize the reading or math curriculum for their level. And it's like, if you're not getting the answers right, it'll teach you a little more about that topic. If you are getting the answers right, it'll move you along. Which I think is good and bad. We have water here now, which is annoying. And if I mop it, it's going to make tiles, probably. I guess we'll just leave it. It might actually help warm stuff up. Okay, so food here's okay. How's... No, not that one. How's food here? Okay. We have 63,000. We're getting some meat in. I think they're preferring to eat the pemmican, which is fine because it's pretty good. Okay, so we should be running our oil now. Yes? We're almost getting oil from here. Okay. Yeah, it's, yeah, the art style is a little different. But it had some good features that I hope come to Ani since they're published by the same company. They should at least be looking at each other's work to get ideas. So once we get enough here, we'll start pumping. I'm glad we can see this working today. And it's going to keep going until this bin is 80% full again. And in the meantime, we're going to bottle the water here. And why is there a suit down here? Okay, so that's working. Can we make another solar panel? We can. I don't think we can fit another one quite there. We'll add one more and then we'll do more on this side, I guess, starting from this end, which means we have to dig the stuff above. That'd be a pain. Nope, not there. We only have to go up through here. Then everything else will fall. We can leave some of these trees and more new trees will grow. So oil wells look like they're working. And when we have enough oil, we will stop sending water to them. This planet, we're working on this, which not going smoothly. Going to collapse, okay. Dig yourself out. Gets minor radiation sickness. Okay, now I feel like, why didn't I just line up this stuff? Be better. The cat is snoring. We're also going to have tons of mercury here. And tons of ice, for that matter. Okay. Stop burying yourself. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna dig like those first. Off that one. The battery is dead here. Of course it is. Do these send any automation signals? No. Is there one that like detects light? Light sensor. So we could say only run the databanks when there's light. did I make that? No, I did not make that out of mercury. So that we don't keep flickering the power. You guys are doing good. Sulfur is what temperature? Oh, 41. That's quite warm. Because I dug out all the ice that it was going through. So I might have to reroute this a little. Conveyor rail. Went like this. I'm not sure that'll work because we'll see. Might work, it might not, because there's no atmosphere there. Oh, actually, I have a different idea. Just make a little cooling brick here. And then we'll put metal tiles. Then we don't have to worry about it not having atmosphere. Your priority on this. This is going to detect, but this takes how much power? 1,000, 380 a piece. They're currently making 47, so they're making like 330 each. We can run the data miner. Did we ever get to that? I have to vaporize it. Getting those built. Get that. Circulate. Now we need metal tiles. Use iron. Printables. Digging, doctoring, ranching. No, that's not what I want. You guys are getting radiated. It's fine. If we ever get to 330 on these, possible the answer is no. We can get to 30 and we can have 10 panels. What's the light now? 4,000. That. Metal tiles should cool down quite a bit. Oh, we need to fill that in. Getting a little radiated. Fine. Put that aside at 6. Do we have enough glass for another? We do. We start it on this end. Have enough wire for this? Lovely. There. And we'll insulate here, which means we need to move that there. This fix. Yes, we're not cooling it because we're not having enough power to run the aqua tuner because we have no power. Come on, someone needs to run on the wheel. Okay, how's our plants look? Kind of okay? Just these up. Plant is what temperature? For okay, that's pretty close. And these are growing. Is this above 20 yet? No. We need it above 20 for crushing the amber into resin, otherwise the resin freezes in the pipes. We're getting there. You have idle people here because there's no power. Alright, hope to see you tomorrow. I've got about 5 or 10 more minutes and then I'm wrapping up anyway. Okay. Power is a problem. System breaks down if nobody helps us. Can we get out yet? We still need to fill more oxygen. We do have bottles here. Okay. Idea. Ventilation canister drainer. Supplement. If we have canisters available. We'll only use the ones that are laying around. Then we'll put that at a 9 though. Then we'll also put these at a 9. Just going a little bit. Seems a bit better. Water bottle is off. This planet. More of these are growing. That's good. We can probably copy the settings there. I didn't catch a few extras. Pitch that guy. I think there was one more hopping around. There he is. Guess we can just populate this one also. Like it's getting there. Okay, someone's upset about food. We have food. Get out of the base. Dumping the sludge at the bottom. You're gonna make some glass? No, you're gonna go do something else. You guys are digging here. That's fine. Okay. So this is now coming out at what temperature? 1 degree. 176. Weird. Guess we could put a meter on it. And who's idle? Turner's idle. Is someone doing this? Hey, it's 18. No. Okay, I think we're gonna save here. I will be back at 9 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow morning. If you are not already following me and want to be able to find me tomorrow morning, you can drop a follow. The We're gonna raid Redneck again today. So yeah, hope to see you guys again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And I'm really thankful you guys were here today. It's a lot of fun, and I love getting your guys' recommendations on stuff to do that I did not think of myself. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.